the Emperor from the John Holland Psychic Tarot of the Heart. Group 1. So this is the second time I'm reading. I was not recording. This reading is for the new moon in the sign of Aries. It's the new zodiac year, all right? And so new beginnings. It's a chance for new beginnings. And what your reading was saying to me earlier is this feeling stuck because you can't make a decision. It's like you're staying stuck in one place for whatever reason these years. And you know, I mentioned your third eye, and I said it didn't show up. And this is the one deck that has chakra cards. But look, it's showing up here. There's something you are not seeing or not willing to see. You've got a mixed bag, right? And look at this. You get to seek the truth in your advice. But look at your also powerful energy. You've got Aries energy on your side. You might even be Aries or have Aries in your chart. And it's, okay, let's see. We'll come there. Something you've been working hard on. Maybe you are worried about something you've worked hard on not bearing fruit, or you're worried about letting go of something that you've put a lot of effort into. And maybe you're worried about the consequences of letting go. Like, will it work out for me? That's what I saw in your previous reading, and that's what's coming in. This card was here. And, okay, I want to just say this. This reminded me, when it came out, immediately thought about, look for Marianne Williamson's poem, or whatever it is called, Our Deepest Fear. It is so beautiful. Just listen to it, Group 1. So, at the center, the main message is about fighting. It is in the reverse, so maybe there has been a lot of pulling and pushing this way and that way. And this game of win or lose, winner takes all. So I don't know who you've been doing battle with, but in the previous reading, it looked like a partnership of some sort. Could be a love. And look at the Two of Coins showing up here. And that's what was one of the cards that showed up 3 times, I think, for you. No, it couldn't have. It could have. So there's this push me, pull you thing going on, and this game of winning or losing. But I feel it's coming to an end. I feel it's coming to an end. But there's been this battle you've been having. Now, saying either it's a partner, it could be partner, parent, child, friend, work relationship, colleague, whatever, right? But there's some partnership, something between you and another that has been about, let's go toe to toe. With the World card, there's this message of finding it hard to let go of something, and it requires that you go within. It requires that you look at something from a different perspective, is what I'm feeling, Group 1. The advice I was giving, and look at the 7 there. I feel these are related. I'll come back to this advice, because I think this is your advice. In your, what is going on for you that you can't see is that you are not trusting your inner wisdom. You are not trusting your inner wisdom. Maybe you are focusing too much on the practical, because here you are a natural leader, maybe taking the lead on something, maybe holding the cards on something, maybe. But it's pointless if you are not also using this strength that you have, this power. I think it's beautiful that, by the way, you got the card of Aries in the on what, by the way, it's the autumn equinox here tomorrow, the 21st. So today, powerful energies going on, you know. The equinoxes are the equal night and day before we move on into longer nights and shorter days here in the southern hemisphere. For others, it's reversed. Right? But this is very auspicious, I feel, Group 1, that you are ready. Honestly, you are ready to start something new. I feel with the Emperor showing up here. And that lead card is saying, hey, I've got the wisdom. There's your third eye to make the next step, to take the lead on something. And the lead on something can be taking a step out of something. Because that's the feeling I got from your reading, your earlier reading, is that need to let go of something, you know. And the Hermit showed up as well. And I'll come back to that. I'm going to just put it here. No, let me put it back just in case it wants to come out again. So let me just go back on these and I'll come to this again. Okay. Beneath the deck, you get the moon in the reverse, and it suggests that you are trying to get clarity on something, and I feel like you are being called to go within and seek that wisdom within, and you will get that clarity. So there's something in the past. It could have been stifling with the Hierophant there, but it's some kind of institutional arrangement, or it's still present, but it's something that has had a strong influence in your life. Could be a job, a marriage, studies, but this thing in the past has had a strong influence in your life. And maybe you spent a lot of time in this thing, but that thing could be holding you back from moving forward. This challenging times, the five of Wands in the reverse, and then Justice in the reverse. Okay. Group 1, are you a control freak? Have you been trying to control the outcome of something because you're afraid of something being unfair? Okay. Right, so maybe you, it could be something like you're dying to, if this doesn't fit for you, where you are not dissatisfied in something, that's the feeling I get. Dissatisfied with something, wanting to move forward onto something else, or just onto your own journey, like leaving a job and starting something new. I'm not saying take risks. There's nothing here about take risks, and who am I to tell you that? But what I do see is that you might be holding on to something and reluctant to let it go, whatever that is. And it's because you want the familiarity. It's safer because you know the moving parts, right? But somehow I feel like you're not trusting enough, and that's where it starts. It starts with the trust. And that trust then leads us, that's the third eye, the inner wisdom. That's what you're needing to trust. And the Page of Cups here, what I got from the previous reading is this need to really nurture yourself. The Page of Cups is willing to, is an open-hearted, is willing to open their hearts. And there's something in the situation that needs a heart-centered approach. Or an innocence. Maybe, Group 1, look at the situation. Use the Ho'oponopono. I don't know what it is about it. And if you don't know, it's an Hawaiian blessing. And it goes, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Just repeat that and pour it on the situation. Just imagine the situation. Like for me, maybe it's a softening of your heart, and so you can see things from a different perspective. But just try it on the situation, and I think you will see where you are complicit in this toe-to-toe thing that is not bringing out about justice anyway, and where you are being called on to be softer, and maybe that softness starts with being soft on yourself. Sometimes it's scary for us to be soft. Anyway, so what you need to think about, what's important for you the week ahead. Honesty, right, something is not over, something is not complete, and maybe it needs honesty. To me, there's been a lot of game playing. You get the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords, and it can be dangerous, right? And it's not bringing about justice, and there needs to be some truth spoken or, come about. With the third eye, you get the Ace of Pentacles. So there's your new beginning. Here's your new beginning. It starts with going within. And I'd said in the previous reading, work with the third eye. And I'll come back to that when I speak about the advice. But this working with your third eye is, what I feel it is? It's looking at what is good for you. Working with your third eye is going to help you see what's good for you. And let's call the third eye what it is. Third eye is intuition. It's going within. It can be God within. It can be your ancestors. It can be Goddess, whoever you feel, or whatever you feel is that thing within. Or however you believe is what I want to say. If you believe in God, if it's praying before you sleep, do that. Asking for guidance. Okay, I'm going to come back to this. So look at this owning situation going on here, group one. Standing in your power, there's a strong masculine energy here. It's you being in that masculine energy, however you identify. You might well be identify as masculine, but holding that energy now. It's almost like embracing that. So you're taking the lead on something, but it goes together with this being willing, the softness, and this willing to use your intuition as well. So in the physical, it's like you are being guided to start something new, start a new way of being for yourself. And maybe you've been reluctant, but I love that you're getting the Emperor on at this time. We are moving into the sign of Aries today, tomorrow. And it's beautiful. And you are owning that energy. And I feel like it's saying owning this energy can lead to your own abundance with the King of Coins and the Ace of Coins there. Around you, there's this thing of taking a leap of faith, a new beginning, and coming out of the shadows. That's one thing that's different. It was, not different, but maybe given me a different spin on this. It's almost like you have done a lot of withdrawal. You have been listening, or you have been withdrawing. And what I was saying, you can withdraw, but not listen, not take time out to listen. And you can be engaged in society, but always have that time for the inner reflection. You choose, group one. And I feel like you're being guided to be ready to take a leap of faith on something. Open yourself up to other possibilities. Let go, opening yourself up to letting go of something and trusting in the process, because you are guided. And particularly, you seek that guidance within. Or you have access to that guidance is what I want to say. Do you know? In the near future, you get with the Nine of Swords and the Four of Cups. I feel instead of just even try it one night, if you are listening to watching social media or doing things that keep the mind busy for one night, try to go to bed early, maybe do some stretches, do some deep breathing, and put out to the universe, what is it you want to show me? Close your eyes, imagine your third eye just here between your eyebrows, in the middle of your forehead. That's your third eye. Maybe you can rub it, group one, and ask for guidance. What is it you want me to see from a different perspective? No, You know what it is. You know what it is. It's this thing where you've been going toe to toe. How do I see this? What is the perspective I need to see? Okay, that's what I feel. Also, what are the possibilities? What is being offered to me that I cannot see because I'm staying stuck in this? And then with the advice, this is what I'm talking about. There's a lot of healing here waiting for you. There's the third eye again. Seek the truth. You know, seeking the truth can also be being honest with yourself, because these are all swords energy, swords. Yeah. So seeking, and this is also air, seeking the truth through this third eye work. And I just want to say, but you're doing it with so much love, with a soft heart. So say Ho'oponopono before you go to bed. Ask about the third eye. This is just my suggestion. See what works for you. Because I feel like you are ready for a new beginning, but you may be holding yourself back. And then in the near future, in the outcome, you get the Nine of Coins in reverse and the King of Wands. Both these cards speak about independence. The Nine of Coins, maybe it's you need to walk before you can run. Like, you get the King of Coins and the King of Wands there. So maybe you're, okay, let's just say if it's work, you might be wanting to leave a job and start something new. Maybe your walk before you run, because the well-deserved reward is independence, is maybe starting your new thing, but taking part-time, so that you still have that security, but you can start exploring this new thing that you want to do, this new job. In a relationship, well, maybe you need to start talking. Maybe you need to start gently, slowly letting go of a relationship, because I feel like a relationship has not been, if it's a relationship, there's been too much backbiting or, struggle to win because of a fear of justice, or that justice won't be served. But actually, that justice, I feel it's not ours to own. It's not yours to own right now. It's yours to be guided to. Group 1. That's what I feel. And if it's, relationships take so many different types of forms. Maybe you are ready to explore multiple relationships, and maybe that's something you talk to your partner about. Or maybe you are wanting to leave, but maybe you need to do first steps before then, start talking and discussing. And you never know, some relationships can be healed that way, or they can be healed to become something else. But there's something I feel like you're holding yourself back from. You're holding yourself back from some kind of freedom in a relationship of some sort. Yeah. It's like you need to take ownership and take a lead on something before you get your independence. So take this time to get that divine guidance and trust that justice is there for you and for the situation. And I'm going to leave it there, Group 1. I hope this has helped you. I'd love to hear your feedback. Please, won't you give me a like, share, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back, Group 2. Like Group 1, I've had to do this reading again. Let's see. Your message from Group 1 is for you to take the reins on something that you've been reluctant about, and to let go, and let go maybe, and it felt like it was more conceptual, letting go of ideas about right and wrong or who you are. I can't do that because so let's see. So in the near past, or bringing you here, you have been working hard on something. You've been tending something and putting a lot of effort in. Right now, maybe that effort is reaping rewards, so a new offer coming in, but you might be concerned that it's not the right thing. I'm not sure why, because there's something blocking, and maybe you're worried about the competition or what this might mean. Maybe there is a sense of game playing around you, something like that. The 10 of coins, that's, gosh, like wish fulfillment, and you got the star and victory there, the last reading. Like there's victory to be had. You know, I'm going to come back to what I was saying in your reading, was this concept of what abundance looks like, or who you look like, or who you are. Maybe you've told yourself you can never have this, and yet you're being asked to relook at that. There's judgment here. It's not the judgment card, it's the 6 of coins, but the other side of it is judgment in this deck. So the 6 of coins in the reverse is maybe about feeling things are not balanced. There's some kind of, you have some kind of worry about imbalance or unfairness. Let's see. So you get the 7 of cups with the 7 of coins. Let's see. I get the sense of, and the 6 of cups. 6 of cups. Like poison chalice. You're worried that something that's on offer is a poison chalice. I'll put those both there. Wow. And, okay, I'll come back. So I feel like you have been working hard on something, and maybe you get all these offers. And I feel like when you have lots of offers, then you do need to think about what is right for you. And there's a strong theme about balance for you, because you get the Temperance card in reverse. So it may be all these offers are coming in, so it's putting you out of kilter, like what's right, what is not right, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, okay, one of these is supposed to be here. But anyway, let's leave it there. Yeah, let's see. I'm leaving that there because you got it in the last round. So I'm thinking the High Priestess is meant to be there. So there's this new beginning, this one of these opportunities is like a golden opportunity. And I think it comes from the past with the 6 of Cups. But what's blocking that, you are not trusting your intuition, I think because you've been hurt maybe by the same or similar kind of situation in the past. But there's this 10 of Cups. Gosh, what you need to think about is so beautiful. You are worthy. I feel like your reading is also about saying you are worthy, and maybe you need to be doing some kind of, you know, we're saying this is the new zodiac year. We are entering the sign of Aries. And that's a start for a new beginning. It's a new beginning, beginning of the new zodiac year. And maybe you can use this as your chance to do a vision board. What is it I want? What do I? Maybe you haven't been doing enough of that. And maybe you're asked to look at that. What are my needs? Not what it should look like. What does it feel? What feels right? And it's feeling and wishing, you know, like on the tangible. Like what does abundance feel like, and what does it look like? Yeah, there is this worry about, yeah. And then beneath the deck, in the unconscious, with the 6 of coins, you get the Chariot. Like a readiness to move forward on something. And it's interesting, both of these are movement, like the wheelchair can move forward quickly. It's got wheels, you know, and the Chariot, it's implied wheels. So maybe something that looked unfair is actually leading you to your own dreams and your own victory. Because the Chariot can also give this feeling, well, I'm getting the feeling of like victory. And here you are, I mean, look at this. The 7 of Cups shows up again, like which is the right choice? So you are feeling stuck because you have all these choices. But I think Spirit is saying, you've got this. You can make a choice. Around you is this hectic energy, maybe. Like maybe you are just not taking time out to smell the roses, and maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you are also being asked to seek advice. Get someone else's opinion, you know, because that always can help. Or just speak to them. Near future, there's this new beginning that really wants to come in. But it is in the reverse, the Ace of Coins. So maybe some offer, one of these offers that comes along might not look the way you want it to look. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't have potential. And look at this. Taking charge. That was your message in the previous reading. Taking ownership of your agency. It's as simple as that. And communication. That's the, it's the Seven of Wands. No, it's the Eight of Wands. And the Chariot. So I feel, it says too much going on. I feel like that's saying you are ready to move forward. Being ready to move forward. Let's see. Ooh. Moon mystery. I feel like you are being asked to embrace the mystery. You know, there's balance again in the Moon card. Let's see. So you get the Two of Swords in reverse. I think you'll come out of this place. You're going to have to make a choice, right? A decision about which of these many options you take forward. And around you with the Four of Swords, you get the Page of Wands. Yeah, like there's some kind of hectic energy that you need to remove yourself from. I feel group 2. So that you can make this decision with a clear mind from a balanced perspective. And then in the near future, you've got 3 aces in this reading, and you get the Magician. So there's a powerful new beginning waiting for you. Maybe you are torn between a practical decision and a heartfelt decision, because you get the Ace of Cups in the upright and the Ace of Coins in the reverse. So maybe one of the options, the one that your heart is drawn to, is not as lucrative as another. And I feel your guidance is to take the one that your heart is drawn to, and that's the one that will bear fruit in the future. It might not look like it now. That's my feeling. But of course, you've got to listen to your inner guidance, right? I'm not in your shoes. And with that 8 of Wands there and the 2 of Coins, something moves forward quicker than you expect. So once you've made a decision, I feel things start to move, and maybe that's why the Chariot is coming up here. Don't be afraid that you're not going to be able to balance things. Maybe that is your fear, but because you are ready to move forward. Group 2. Let me just see. What I did in your previous reading, I drew from the Group 3's deck and Group 1's deck. Gosh, King of Swords. Two of Wands. You do have fears, and I think you need to confront your fears. I didn't even look at this. So taking charge and knowing that you can. Look, the Knight of Swords goes forward like fast. It's fast moving energy. I think things are going to move quickly for you, and you are ready to spread your wings. I think what you need to be confronting, and at least a week ahead, is what are your thoughts, your concepts about who you are that are holding you back? What is that self-talk? and it's self-talk around having it, having your heart's desires, whether it's love or abundance or a combination of both, self-satisfaction and material satisfaction. So what does that look like for you? And maybe you need to do some dreaming around that. Okay, group 2, let me leave it there before I over. And I hope this has helped you. I'd love your feedback, and I'll chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back, group 3. Okay, so for each of you, I have had to do your readings twice. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we are entering into the sign of Aries, the new zodiac year, new beginnings, take charge energy. You've chosen the Guardian of the Night Tarot. Let's see what we have. And you had an interesting reading, I must say. But fortunately, I hadn't gone in much detail. Don't know what made me check. Beneath the deck, you get the Page of Swords. So I'm going to leave it there. It's like speaking truths, getting clarity on something, maybe moving forward quickly on something, but it's ready to move. You got this here. No, it was group 2. So group 3, you've been willing to take the risk on something, and that's beautiful. Group 3. You've taken the risk on something. You had the Four of Wands here, like you've worked hard. Maybe it's about your stability. You've put your eggs in a basket, basically, and you're going with that. Or, yeah, you've taken a risk on something or someone. You got the Knight of Swords in reverse, and here you've got in the upright now, which is lovely, right? So you are ready to go forward, but there might be a part of you that's holding you back. Maybe overthinking. Oh man, I need another card here. Yeah. Maybe overthinking, or or even other people's thoughts about you, or harsh words that have, maybe you've been told you're not good enough for this thing. It's something like that. You have, what you need to think about is how you take ownership of your own magic, your own abilities. Where do you sell yourself short? Maybe you've heard negative things too often that you are now not believing in yourself, but you have the power to change that around. Group 3. So it's coming there for you to think about where you sell yourself short, where you don't take charge when you need to take charge. But you're coming out of this feeling, I feel like there's a lot of healing going on, a release of this sharp energy around you or within you. You have this card of celebration, so maybe there's some reason to celebrate. Let me first get clarifiers on these. Sorry about the sun, but can't do much about it. So I had to do this reading tomorrow, and I want to get them out, sooner rather than later. Nice. Beneath the deck, you get the Seven of Wands, maybe letting go of defensiveness. So this this risk that you've taken, or this leap of faith, has been to do. Maybe you communicated with someone. Maybe you put out your wishes. Maybe you declared your intentions for a job at work or something like that. It could be any number of things, but you did something that it's to do with communication. You've taken a risk. Maybe around a project or a person even. For some of you, it's a person. With the Knight of Swords, you get the Justice card. It's air. It's all head stuff, right? You want to go forward, but you're afraid. You're afraid of having a fair outcome. I think group 1 got justice here as well, like worrying about the outcome. And I think the guidance is, there's a part of you that has to take agency, ownership, and while you're doing that, trust in justice. You've got to move forward now. Whatever this is, maybe you've been holding yourself back because of harsh words or harsh energy. But I feel like taking this, I'm sure the 9 of Coins came up here as well in the reading that didn't work. This is leading to your financial independence. That's what it suggests. Let's say you're taking a chance could lead to financial independence. Your refusal to listen to your own inner voice, the negative side that's saying, no, you can't do it, or other people's voices saying that you can't do it, like you are ready for this promotion or this next step or this relationship. And it's about you seeing your good enoughness, more than good enoughness. And look at this, you get what you really need to think about group 3 is selling yourself short, not taking risks because you don't believe you have the ability to make your dreams come true, I feel. So maybe there's a dream, maybe there's a relationship, maybe there's a job you want, maybe there's scholarship you want to apply for, and what's holding you back is the voices in your heads. Dear hearts, just confront that. That's what you need to think about. So I would say in the week ahead, that's what you're confronting. What are the voices in your head telling you about not being good enough or not having the ability to do this thing, whatever it is? There is, in the unconscious, there's this part of you that's releasing yourself, trying to release yourself. I'll put the 8 of Swords reading that I did, it was just a one-off thing that I did, and I'll put it in case you haven't seen it. It's a beautiful little exercise you can do. It's timeless, like it's a beautiful exercise you can do. You can do it over and over because every time you'll get something else. So do that, group 3. And then you get there's something that wants to be celebrated. This release. So what is that celebration? What is this thing in you that needs to be celebrated that's not being celebrated? What are the qualities that are required for this job promotion, this whatever this is, this thing that requires communication or that you've communicated about? What's it that you're not celebrating that you can celebrate? And in celebrating, you get rid of fear. Maybe you conquer your fears. There's something in you that you are maybe hiding in this. The 8 of Swords has a blindfold and they feel they are trapped, but they aren't. It's almost like hiding your light under a bushel. Maybe you're feeling too small for whatever. And then you get yourself is celebrating you and being ready to move on. Like I feel maybe you've done a lot of introspection. You've managed to look at things from a different perspective now. You've been in this place of calm or like maybe stuck. And maybe you're ready to move now. You do this little bit of inner work. And maybe for some of you, it's not that you're not believing in yourself. Maybe there's just some blockage, and maybe spend a couple of days looking at what is that blockage. Where are you? Well, I do feel it's this lack of belief, or maybe not even, it could even be believing in fairness with the Justice card there, spirit-guided fairness. But there's a part of you that's really ready, raring to go. And you are ready, I feel, with the Hanged Man and the 3 of Cups. So maybe do a little bit of celebration of you, because here you were able to take a leap of faith on something, I feel. Maybe you wrote a proposal, you put out something, you applied for a job, you applied for studies, you did something that you thought was out of your reach or against the grain, and maybe you need to celebrate that. Maybe you haven't honored that, and then you're ready to move on. And around you, wow, celebration, 6 of Cups, something from the past, Strength card, Leo. Maybe there is someone from the past, a fire sign, a Leo from the past that's helping you, or something in the past that is an indication of your ability to do this thing that's in the present. Maybe something from this foundation, you laid a foundation, or you risked something. You put something out there that maybe you don't even realize that there's something from the past that has influenced this, and maybe that's what you're needing to celebrate. So it could be that you've got the experience, you've learned something from the past, you had the strength, you were building the strength, and now it's coming to bear. This could be someone around you that's supportive of you, that is your strength. So if you need to lean on this person, lean on them, or this institution that gives you strength. It could be family, a loved one, an actual institution that where you've conquered in this space. Like this is conquering your inner demons. And maybe you did something big in this sphere, and it's that's what's led you here. But you aren't honoring that. You aren't celebrating that. There's cause for celebration. And it's in that celebration that you release yourself to move on to the next level, or to the next step, whatever it is. Near future, 7 of Cups, lots of choices. And it's like you make the right choice, and it leads to, wow, absolute wish fulfillment. So there's nothing to be afraid of, I feel, Group 3. I really think that that's what it's the reading's about. Don't be afraid. You've done the work, and you've worked. So trust now, Spirit. You took the leaps of faith. You did those things. You worked hard. You, whatever it is, you put forward the proposal, even though you were afraid. Celebrate that. And now there's a bit of a need to believe. And with the advice, you get the Hermit and the 3 of Wands. These are such contradictory energies. The Hermit goes within. There's the spider. They've created their web. Now they're withdrawing, and they're waiting for their prey. And your prey is your wishes, your ships to come in. So there's a feeling of a duality. Is like be patient, but just also be open to the next step and the next step and the next step, and know that you will be guided. So maybe your fear here with the Knight of Swords is justified with the Justice card. Don't rush, because it's kind of like moving forward at the pace of your guides, your loving guides, your spirit guided moving forward. So keep checking in. And then in the outcome, you get the 7 of Coins with the Ace of Coins, like a powerful new beginning, something being offered to you. And I'd love to hear group 3 about this offer, if there is an offer that comes in, or what this beautiful, abundant, it's like you are patient, and then this offer comes in. And I like the fact that you get the 7 of Coins above the 7 of Cups here, like this. There's almost like one offer comes in, one offer that you've waited for, or something big that comes in, something big with that. Look at that ace. It's so big in their hand, the coin, in their hand. And you get another 7, you get the 7 of Wands there. And I like the 7 of Wands in reverse. So you get the 7 of Cups upright. So having these choices presented to you. 7 of Coins, being willing to be patient and wait for your ship to come in the form of this beautiful big coin. And the 7 of Wands in reverse. It's like letting go of your defenses, which is related to this 8 of Swords. Like, you don't have to be overprotective. Rather celebrate yourself and celebrate this journey that you're on with Spirit, with this guidance. Okay, group 3, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this is recorded. I'd love to get your feedback, and I'd love to hear if a beautiful offer comes in or what that looks like. Yeah, send you lots of love. Bye.